Today the topic is how self-sabotage actually benefits you. Hello ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of me making coffee while I talk to you about stuff psychological and emotional. Today the topic is how self-sabotage actually benefits you. Let me start on the coffee. I'm gonna use the same coffee I did in my previous video and the one before that. So it's the Timbenenbo Capsocchio Kenya washed, and I do exactly the same as the previous days, except I went slightly coarser. I'm using a niche grinder and I went barely one little point coarser. Let me finish. I think we're good. How does self-sabotage benefit you? Here's one thing. You can try and fix your self-sabotage habits. You can try and be like, for instance, for what I was mentioning the other days, that I tend to not let people in because I've integrated the belief that I don't deserve to be supported, I don't need it, and also I'm the one who knows best what's good for me. So that is kind of self-sabotaging, because by not letting people in, I keep myself from benefiting from opportunities and support. What is the benefit from it, are you gonna ask? Well, I think that the benefit of keeping people away, or of having that belief that, wait, I need to pour that. I didn't prepare this video, I'm just chatting as I go, so it's a bit harder to improvise and at the same time pour coffee. Let me finish this second pour and then remove this. I didn't even register what I poured the first time. Yes, by not letting people support me, or by not seeing people who are willing to support me, by not letting them in, the benefit for me is that I don't risk being let down. I don't risk being disappointed by people and being let down by people, which is something I experienced, obviously as a child, probably like many of us. It is not something that I coped well with. I remember precisely as a teenager that I was consciously organizing myself to not be disappointed. So I would lower my expectations, or not expect anything, or organize a situation so I would be sure not to be disappointed. Self-sabotage for me here, keep myself from other people supporting me, don't let people in. The benefit of that self-sabotage is that I don't get disappointed and I don't get let down by people. That's probably why I'm keeping it so far. But now that I'm realizing the self-limiting belief that I have, that I don't deserve to be supported by people, that I am the one who knows best what's good for me, etc., etc., realizing that this self-limiting belief has the benefit of keeping me from being disappointed and therefore suffering from disappointment, which is something I really don't deal well with. I'm protecting myself. So now I can rewire that, because it's okay to be disappointed. I'm not a child anymore. I'm able to handle that kind of emotion. I am a grown-up who knows our emotions and who's able to deal with them and survive them. So I'm okay to risk being disappointed by people if that means being supported and protected and benefiting from relationships with others. I think that's pretty good, no? Right, that was a pretty simple one. Regarding the coffee, I went slightly coarser in the hope for it to run quicker, which it's not running quicker. It's 3 minutes and 45 seconds and there's still water in there, so I'm gonna blame the paper filter. Again, these are not ideal. I really need to buy some new ones. Let me show you. These are the ones I'm using. Hario V60, the green ones. Not great. They block a lot. They slow down the brew a lot, and even though I didn't go that much coarser on my grinder, I still went coarser, and also this is running slower than yesterday with the finer grind. So that's not okay. But now I'm gonna leave you to all of this. Let me know if that was helpful, if that resonates, and I will try the coffee. Just pouring a little bit. I stirred it beforehand, obviously, like I always do, not by just doing this, but by actually using a spoon and going for it, so the different layers of the extraction can really blend together. And now I'm like stirring this, it actually cools down. Definitely better than 2 days ago. I don't like the acidity of it. It's very juicy, much juicier than yesterday, which would make sense with a coarser grind, but there's some bitterness to it that I'm not a fan of. Again, I'm blaming the filter. I've got a sea berries filter that I will try tomorrow or the day after that, and see how it impacts the flow and the cup. Until then, I hope you're enjoying good coffee wherever you are. Bye bye.